This video is for people who feel powerless against disease and want to know what their body was actually built to do. Right now, inside you, a war is happening. Cells are dying, cells are being born, and some of them are turning against you. Every single day. Most people never think about it. They eat, they sleep, they scroll, never knowing there's a silent army inside them, deciding right now whether they get to grow old or not. Doctors call them stem cells. But what if I told you 4 ordinary drinks sitting in kitchens all over the world could wake that army up? Not vitamins, not some $200 supplement with a label you can't pronounce. Drinks. You already know them. One Harvard-trained researcher spent his entire career chasing this question. His work helped create over 40 treatments used in hospitals today. And what he found about these 4 drinks: doubled stem cell counts in people with heart disease, cut death risk by almost a third, starved cancer cells of the blood they needed to survive. Sit with that for a second. Not a theory, not a rumor. Documented, measured, proven. But here's the part that should really worry you. One of these drinks isn't helping you at all. It's doing the opposite. Quietly, patiently, undoing everything the others build. And by the end of this video, you'll know exactly which one it is. So if you've ever wondered whether the answer to a longer, stronger life was already sitting in your cup, stay right there. Because drink number 4 changes everything. Let's start with number 4, the silent stem cell massacre happening in your kitchen right now. There's a war happening in your kitchen right now, and you're losing. Not because of what's attacking you, because of what you're pouring into a glass every single morning. Somewhere, right now, someone is drinking their 3rd soda of the day, calling it just a habit. Someone else is pouring wine to, quote, unwind, not knowing it's unwinding something far more important: your stem cells. The cells responsible for repairing your heart, rebuilding your organs, standing guard against disease. And every sugary drink, every just 1 glass of alcohol, every processed thing you sip without thinking, is quietly telling those cells to stop working. Not overnight, not dramatically. Slowly, silently. The way rust works on metal you can't see. Scientists have watched this happen in real bodies, real blood work, real people. High sugar, damaged stem cells. Heavy drinking, blunted regeneration. The very cells meant to keep you young, crippled by choices that felt harmless in the moment. Here's the part nobody tells you. You didn't do this on purpose. Nobody warned you that your kitchen, your fridge, your daily routine could be working against your own biology. But once you know, you can't unknow it. And the good news? There's one drink that fights back. One that scientists have watched double stem cell counts in a matter of weeks. It's ancient, it's simple, and it's probably sitting in your cabinet right now, ignored. Tea. Green tea, black tea, it doesn't matter which. Inside every cup is a compound called catechins. And when it hits your bloodstream, it doesn't just sit there. It gets to work, lowering stress, calming inflammation, fighting the very things trying to break your body down. But here's what almost nobody knows. The way you drink it could be canceling out everything it does. And I'm about to show you exactly how. 1 cup a day cuts your death risk by nearly a third. That is our number 3 drinks on the list. It's coffee. 171,000 people. 9 years. One question that changed everything. Researchers in the UK didn't set out looking for a miracle. They just wanted data. Real blood work, real hospital records, real deaths, real survivals. And when they broke the numbers down, one group stood out from everyone else. The people who drank 2 to 3 cups of a certain drink every single day had a 30% lower risk of dying. From anything. Heart disease, cancer, any cause at all. 30%. Let that sit for a second. Not from a rare superfood flown in from some remote mountain. Not from a $150 supplement stack. From something sitting in kitchens, in offices, in gas stations, on every single street corner on Earth. Coffee. The drink people apologize for drinking. The one they call a guilty pleasure. Turns out, it might be one of the most protective habits on the planet. Inside every cup, there's a compound most people have never heard of. It improves blood flow. It wakes up your body's own repair system. It calms inflammation before it turns into something worse. And scientists are only now starting to understand just how far its reach goes. But here's the twist. Not all coffee is created equal. Some of it barely does anything. And in a moment, I'm going to show you the difference between coffee that just wakes you up and coffee that's quietly adding years to your life. In our list number 2, it's chocolate/cacao, the study that shocked researchers. 3 chocolate chips. That's it. That's the whole ask. Not a diet, not a gym membership, not another app tracking every calorie that goes into your mouth. 3 chips, about 7 grams. And researchers in Germany just proved it might cut your risk of heart attack or stroke by 39%. Nearly 20,000 people, tracked, studied, measured. The ones eating that tiny amount every day walked away with dramatically stronger protection for their heart. 39%. Say that number out loud, because it doesn't sound real. It sounds like the kind of claim that gets buried under fine print. The kind of thing you'd scroll past and think, yeah, sure. But this wasn't a headline built for clicks. This was real data, real hearts, real outcomes. Here's what's actually happening inside that tiny piece of chocolate. A natural compound, hiding inside cacao, quietly going to work the moment it hits your bloodstream, improving circulation, calming inflammation, doing things no one told you chocolate could do. But before you get excited and grab that candy bar from the checkout line, stop, because most chocolate on the shelf isn't chocolate at all. Not really. It's sugar wearing a costume. And the difference between the chocolate that heals you and the chocolate that's quietly working against you comes down to one number on the label. I'll show you exactly what to look for, because what's coming next might change the way you walk down the candy aisle forever. The fruit drink doctors won't stop talking about. That is our number 1 drinks on the list. It's pomegranate juice. Somewhere inside you, right now, there's a bacteria most people have never even heard of. Scientists call it Akkermansia. And researchers studying people who lived past 100 years old found something strange. Their gut had way more of it than everyone else's. So the question became obvious. Can you grow more of it on purpose? Turns out yes. 1 drink can double it, sometimes triple it, in about a month. Pomegranate juice. Real pomegranate juice. Not the sugary imitation sitting next to it on the shelf. Here's what's actually happening inside you. Your gut has a thin lining protecting it from the inside out. Pomegranate juice feeds that lining, strengthens it, helps it grow back thicker. And when that lining grows, the good bacteria grows with it. The same bacteria linked to the longest, healthiest lives on the planet. But there's more. In lab studies, compounds inside pomegranate have been shown to protect healthy cells, while working directly against cancer cells at the same time. Calming inflammation, fighting oxidative stress, quietly doing work most people never gave it credit for. 1 fruit, 1 habit, 30 days to see it work. Sitting in a grocery store near you, right now, waiting for someone to actually pick it up. Now, when it comes to drinks, there is one beverage considers that we should stay well away from, and that is none other than alcohol. The one drink that undoes everything. Everything you just learned, one drink can erase. All of it. The tea, the coffee, the chocolate. Every stem cell you just built back up, gone. And it's not some rare toxin. It's not hiding in a lab somewhere. It's in your fridge right now, chilled, waiting, probably labeled just for the weekend. Alcohol. Here's what nobody tells you at the party. High doses don't just slow your stem cells down. They damage them, blunt them, cripple the exact system you've spent this entire video learning how to protect. And the sleep excuse? The "it helps me relax" excuse? It's a lie your body tells you. Because alcohol doesn't give you real sleep. It gives you something that looks like sleep from the outside, while your brain stays near the surface the whole night. Restless, never diving deep, never actually repairing anything. You wake up tired, and you don't even know why. Now here's the part that should really sit with you. Diabetes does the same thing. High blood sugar does the same thing. Anything in excess cripples the very cells meant to keep you alive longer. So ask yourself, every glass you pour tonight, is it building you up, or is it quietly, patiently taking you apart? The drinks that heal you were never the hard part. The hard part is putting down the one that doesn't. That choice, it's yours. Every single day. So let's go back to where we started. A war happening inside you, right now. Cells dying, cells being born, and an army deciding every single day whether you get to grow old or not. You didn't know you had that kind of power. Most people never will, but you do now. Tea, quietly doubling your stem cells while you sip it without thinking. Coffee, cutting your risk of death by nearly a third, 1 cup at a time. Chocolate, 3 tiny chips standing between you and a stronger heart. Pomegranate juice, feeding a bacteria linked to the longest lives on the planet. 4 ordinary drinks. Sitting in kitchens all over the world, doing more for your body than most people will ever realize. And 1 drink, quietly working against every single one of them. Here's what I need you to understand. This was never about being perfect. It was never about overnight transformation or throwing out everything in your fridge tonight. It's about knowing. Because once you know what's actually happening inside your own body, you can't unknow it. Every cup becomes a choice. Every glass becomes a decision. And decisions, made enough times, become the person you turn into 10 years from now. So here's my question for you. Tomorrow morning, when you reach for something to drink, what are you going to choose? If this video opened your eyes even a little, don't let it end here. Hit like so someone else's algorithm shows them this too. Subscribe because there's so much more your body is trying to tell you, and I'm going to keep listening. I'll see you in the next one.